All right, so we're coming up on the end of the fiscal year for Drees Custom Homes here in McKinney, Texas. Painted Tree neighborhood, one of the best neighborhoods in all of Dallas, Texas, with some of the lowest tax rates you're gonna see anywhere. This place has no mud, no pit, and some of the most beautiful homes, landscape, everything all in one place. And an absolutely incredible location. You're just down the street from Highway 380, but far enough to not hear any of the road noise, so you're close to all the entertainment, everything you want to be at. Frisco, Plano, Allen, you name it. It's very, very close, and these homes are gorgeous. And with it being the end of the fiscal year for Drees, we're gonna get you some amazing deals on these homes. I'm talking about $100,000+ deductions on top of what they've already done. So this home right here behind me is the first one we're gonna be checking out. This home's sitting around 4,100 square feet, has everything you could possibly want, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It's got that farmhouse with a modern twist feel to it, huge wraparound porch. It's absolutely gorgeous, so let's go ahead and check it out, and then we'll head on to the next home. So we've got the beautiful Brayden floor plan, super large front patio space that actually wraps around all the way over here. So something you don't see every day, and it actually drops off. Got this staircase, nice elevation, can kind of see a lot of the neighborhood, but beautiful 8-foot front door. This house is absolutely gorgeous, very well built. Drees is one of the best builders here in Dallas, Texas. Now, we don't have the furniture, so stick with me. I know it's not completely furnished or furnished at all, but this is a gorgeous home, and it is for sale. So we've got your formal dining space right here in the front of the house, and if you can't tell on camera, it is a huge area, and it'd be easily closed in if you'd like to use it as an additional office space. So this house is 4,100 square feet, or just under 4,100 square feet. 4-bed, 4-bath, game room, media, and a study. We've got beautiful hardwood floors throughout this home. You've got your first full bath right here with a gorgeous walk-in shower. So nice setup right there. Frameless glass shower. And then your first bedroom, we've got 10-foot ceilings in here. Tons of natural light coming through these windows right here. So pretty large bedroom. You even got a massive window here in this really good sized walk-in closet for a secondary downstairs bedroom. So that's something else you don't see very often. So basically it's like an ensuite. It doesn't have the bathroom directly in the bedroom, but awesome location. And then you walk into not the main living area, but you're continuing through the entryway here. You'll notice you've got those 20-foot soaring ceilings, lots of detail. Looks really nice. This big winding staircase that goes all the way up. Looks very elegant. Tons of storage underneath the staircase, which is always a plus. And then right across from here, you're going to have your office space. So you've got your double 8-foot doors, kind of continue with that classic look right there. Continue with the hardwood floors, those 10-foot ceilings. And you even got a little storage closet right over here. And now we've made it into the main living area of this gorgeous home. So kind of got a cathedral ceiling, not the 20-foot ceilings that a lot of people like, but there's a lot of space in here and ceiling height overall. And you've got a beautiful gas fireplace right there, a little bit different look, a little more modern with these awesome glass sliding doors, which I always talk about. It's always an upgrade that I recommend if you can swing it. But this is a completed home ready for sale, and they want to get rid of this place. And it is gorgeous. I've helped lots of clients move into these Drees homes similar to this one. So you got your double oven right here, KitchenAid appliances, so very nice appliances. Looks like about a 10-foot island right here. Tons of cabinet space. We do have underlighting in here just to not turn that on. But really nice 6-burner gas stove. Custom vent hood right there. And then an oversized sink right here. This is a really cool feature of this house. So you got a little bump out over here. A lot of times people make this into a coffee bar, wine area, but they've made this into a little desk area with some additional storage. You got a little window over there. And then a really good sized pantry. That's one of the complaints. A lot of the larger homes still have really tiny pantries. And then you're going to have your laundry space over here in the corner of the house. And you can see out into the side front patio that you have. And there's even a window over here on this side. More storage up top. So lots of room in here. So this is a little unique setup. So you got the rear facing 3-car garage here in the back. This would be your kitchenette area. We had the big formal dining in the front, but you've also got this area. So this is where your table where you're mainly eating is going to be. And this is actually where you would enter in from your garage in the back. A lot of times that takes up a lot of your lot, but you'll see it doesn't so much on these larger 70-foot lots. So a huge garage. We've already got the epoxy flooring in here. Let's see if we can. Looks really good. Tons of space, nice and clean. 2 storage closets. I'll open up one of these so you can see. So you've got a little coat closet there, as well as right there, and this big mud bench. So you walk in, throw all your stuff right there, and then you got your entrance into your backyard. One of the 2 entrances or exits. So you've got a unique, oversized patio out here. Looks really nice. Your sliding glass doors, so lots of square footage out here, perfect for those drop-down shades. They've even added this little section right here to give you a little more square footage, some style points, I guess, too. You got your gas connection right here, so perfect spot for your outdoor kitchen to be all built. And then you'll see this is a huge lot compared to what you're usually used to seeing. So tons of space here, plenty of room for a pool. You've got the unique wood fence, horizontal, all stained like that gray color. So you don't see that in any neighborhood out here except for this one. That's unique to Painted Tree, and you'll see how wide this lot actually is. And I do want to show you the back area where you're going to be pulling in, if we can get out there. So there's your 3-car garage. And you're gonna have this little section right here. So some people don't like that, some people do, but with the 70-foot lots, man, it's awesome. When you buy these on the 40-foot lots, which is where you're usually gonna see the rear-facing garages, it eats up most of the yard, but you have tons of yard space out here. This is a super deep lot. So real quick, if we haven't met, my name is Preston Gale. I'm a local realtor, born and raised here in the Dallas area, and I've helped hundreds of people relocate through this channel. So if you're having any thoughts of moving to the Dallas area, have questions about new construction, resale, or just Dallas in general, I'd love to connect with you. So please don't be shy. Give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. I'd love to help you and your family make a smooth move to Dallas. So we're gonna come back through. Side entry door right there, and we're gonna head on into the master bedroom. So you got your main living area right here. You can see into your dining space, as well as the front of the house from right here. And then you've got your master suite. So it's not all decked out with furniture, but there is a lot of square footage in here. And you got the big windows over there, a little bump out section right here where your dresser, TV, everything would go. And then you've got the recessed ceiling up top, and then a luxurious bathroom space. So tons of space in here. You'll see you've got the 2 separated vanities that are lots of storage. Got the elegant tub right here, standalone tub. Those really cool windows right up top. And then over here is a unique feature. So we've got all this additional storage. Even got outlets. You want a little extra coffee maker in the morning. You don't want to have to go anywhere or go into the kitchen. You can do that right in here. And then you've got this really cool shower over here in the corner. Little window right there. And then a good size master closet. This is a very long closet. Got a shoe shelf right over here. And then you got space up top if you want to put that additional rack, because these are 10-foot ceilings. So beautiful layout. It's going to work with a lot of people, for a lot of people. Great for entertaining. Still a little closed off. So if you don't like that one big room with everything all in one space, I think it's a great setup, compromise for having a little bit of both open and closed off feel. So you've got this winding staircase with the hardwood floors going up top. And there is a lot of square footage up here because this is about a 4,100 square foot house. So this is going to be your flex space, basically your game room. It is huge. I don't know if you can really tell here on camera, but we've got the 10-foot ceilings on the second floor as well, which is very unique. You do not see that in most places, but tons of square footage up here. Lots of outlets. And then I don't know what this area is over here. I guess they needed a space for the window, but good little hiding space, I guess. If you want to put some cabinets, whatever, a desk. And we'll head over here to the first bedroom on the second floor. So good sized bedroom. Once again, 10-foot ceilings in every room, which is not common. You got the metal roof right here, which is really good, which is very expensive if you've ever looked into metal roofs. And this is an ensuite bedroom right here. So a good sized bedroom. Even got a nice little window right there. And these are all going to have generous sized closets for secondary bedrooms. So shoe shelf and everything right here, and a nice long closet. And this one's kind of secluded. It's all by itself. On this side of the house, you've got storage closet there. Your media room setup right here. So nice large media room. Probably about 1.5, 2 times the size of the majority of the media rooms that we show. It's all pre-wired, ready to go. You've got your pre-wired for speakers right here. So you don't have to pay somebody with the builder to do this. You can find somebody third party, get your projector, everything. It's all set up, ready to go. If you do third party, it's usually going to save you a whole lot of money because you get to shop for it. And you can kind of see these walk-in attics. So we got some storage in here. Change out your air filters right there so you don't have to climb up a ladder or anything like that. And you got your last of the bathrooms right here. So this can actually be locked because you got 2 doors. So it can, if you didn't want anybody to use this one, lock this door and it's your own, basically an ensuite for you. But nice, bright bedroom, 10-foot ceilings, of course. And this one is going to have the smallest of the closets, but definitely a good size for a secondary bedroom. So real quick, this home right now has been dropped into the $900,000 price range. These homes were listed well into the $1 million price mark, and their end of fiscal year, like I've said before, is here coming up very quickly. So they're willing to make some deals. We've got $50,000 in flex cash with the lender, and we can make them an offer. And I've done that for a few people out here in this community. They absolutely love these homes. Like I said, 4,100 square foot in Painted Tree, just minutes from Highway 380, but far enough away to not have any of that road noise, and some of the lowest taxes in all of Dallas, Texas. Now let's go ahead and check out the next property. Now real quick, if you don't know anything about Painted Tree, it's one of the best neighborhoods, and it's gonna have multiple different districts with different landscapes. Kind of a lake district, they're gonna have one in the woods, they're just all kinds of different stuff, and they're all gonna be kind of having their own little neighborhood vibe with their own amenities that you're gonna have access to. So not just one amenity center in this community, you're gonna have, I believe, 3 or 4 different amenity style areas with trails and things absolutely everywhere. But this home I'm gonna be showing you next has some features in it that you're absolutely gonna love. It's got double sliding glass doors, cathedral ceilings in the living area, and downstairs media room that I know a lot of people are asking for nowadays. And then stick around to the end because I'm gonna point you to the model home right down here that I filmed in the past that is absolutely gorgeous. So you can kind of get a feel of one that's all decked out and has all the furniture in it to give you a better idea of what you can make these places look like. So now let's go ahead and check out this next home. So this is going to be the Burkhart floor plan. A little bit similar styling, but Not the same elevation overall. You've got the double doors here in the front. You don't have that wraparound porch, but there's a lot of things you're gonna like about this home. Still a decent sized porch, looking out into this open green space right across the street. This one is for sale. It is the lowest price one out of all of them, sitting around 3,800 square feet, 4-bed, 4.5 bath, 3-car garage, and it's got a game room and a downstairs media room. So we're here in the front of the house. You got your little powder bath right here in the front. Then you're gonna have your office space, of course. So I don't really know what else you could want besides 4 beds, 4.5 baths, game room, media, and an office. Pretty much covers all the bases. Beautiful hardwood floors. Once again, those 8-foot solid core doors right there in the front. I know a lot of people love the double doors. And then a little bit different as far as the styling and the staircase right here. But you got those white oak going all the way up the steps. And here is going to be your media room space. So what I love about this, it's a smaller media room than the last one we saw, but it's tucked away kind of in the middle of the house in its own little area. So you could crank up movies and whatnot, and it's really not gonna bother anybody in this location. Things you don't think about until you actually have one. And then I love this bedroom right here because this is an ensuite and you've got 12-foot ceilings in here. So super tall ceilings, makes the room feel absolutely massive. Beautiful windows up front. Lots of natural light in here. And it was just cold, so we got the cabinets open. If you know anything about Texas, it doesn't get cold very often, but when it does, we take precaution. A little too much. As somebody who lived in Montana before, I think it's kind of funny. But right here under the staircase, once again, got a little hanging rack for your coats and lots of storage that wraps around all the way under the staircase. And here is your main living area. Look at this place. Stunning. This is not a model home. This is a spec home that is for sale. They built it to sell. And the cool part is, instead of the back corner of the house, like normal, your master is right over here. So big master bedroom. Got the vaulted ceilings. I would definitely wrap that with a beam after you moved in. I think that looks really, really good. Double windows. That's where your bed would sit right there. You could also move it over there, but I think it'd fit perfectly right there. And check out this bathroom. Love how wide this place is. So there's lots of room to move around in here. It's not like one of those skinny, narrow bathrooms. Absolutely massive vanity space. Little window in the middle right there. Huge frameless glass shower. Just missing that bench seat, but we can do that after the fact. And you got a closet over here. Big, long closet. Love that shower. It's huge. Of course, you got your standalone soaker tub. You knew that wasn't the only closet. Come on now. Tons of closet space. For 2 closets, that's about as big as you're going to see when you got 2 of them. So, huge bathroom. Beautiful space. Let's get back into that main living area. Probably my favorite part of this house. This kitchen area right here. Once again, you've got the LED lighting underneath. I just don't have it on. Love the pendant lighting they chose. Probably 10, 11 foot island right here. Of course, you got the KitchenAid appliances. I love to cook, so this is definitely a game changer. Oversized sink, double oven. Even got some cool little storage on the side right here. And pocket doors. Love these things. They're making a comeback in these classic style homes. Check out this pantry. That'll work for most people. But this main living area is absolutely gorgeous. You got, once again, those vaulted ceilings. I would love to see if they put a beam up there, but it's you can have somebody easily wrap that with some different styles of wood. It's a lot cheaper, a lot easier to take care of. Just FYI, you can do that after the fact. Really nice, classic looking fireplace right here. And you've got not one, but two sliding glass doors. So this is probably where you would put your dining space. So you got room for about, I don't know, 10 or so foot table, seating for 8, no problem. But check out what we're working with out here. So these open all the way up. Perfect place for those drop down shades out here. Once again, a very deep lot, 70-foot lot. You got your garage, your 3-car garage here in the back. There's your gate. There's quite a bit of room up here. And I want to point out one of the things that Drees does that I love. They've already got, the French drains. They've got French drains throughout here that go underneath the ground. If you were to do that after the fact, it'd be thousands of dollars. So it keeps this place from getting muddy. Makes the drainage really nice, keeps it away from your house and your foundation, keeps it safe. But check out the size of this back patio. It's absolutely massive. You got your gas connection right there. If you wanted to extend this out, put a pool, you could do whatever you want with this much space. And of course, your electrical connections all over the place. Here you can see into the front of the house. And then this is your garage space from your 3-car garage. And then you've got your mud bench right here. And then a huge laundry room. Leaves a little bit to be desired. It's a nice, big, wide open space. You could easily add some cabinetry, sink, whatever. But a huge laundry room right when you walk in from the house. And I like this little setup here as well. So more storage right there. Now we've seen the downstairs. Let's go ahead and head on upstairs. Hopefully you can't hear my knee clicking. Got some old man knees from many years of sports. So staircase, this is going to be your flex room. Still a huge space, not as big as the other one that we saw, but you got an extra half bath in this home. Downstairs media, which I really like. Lots of natural light. You can get another look at that open green space right across the street. So no neighbors right across from you, which is a huge plus. Can lights throughout here. It's going to be your bathroom. And then 2 additional bedrooms over here. We'll see what we're working with. Closet. So a little bit bigger than your standard closet. That's going to probably go into, oh, no, it's storage closet. And then your last, I think it's your last bedroom. Getting lost in this place. So, similar style closet. Love these big farmhouse, modern windows, much larger. Oh, here's your last bathroom. So I wasn't telling the truth, not on purpose, but you got a tub shower combo. Nice little window over here, bringing in lots of natural light, good size vanity. This is your favorite kids' room. So I hope you enjoyed today's tour. If you're looking at this house right here, if you like this house, 3,800 square foot. It's on the market right now in the low $900,000 price range for a Drees custom home in one of the best neighborhoods, lowest taxes in McKinney, Texas. And like I said, we're into the fiscal year, so we can make an offer on that home, get you a much better deal. And they have $50,000 in flex cash with the lender and rates into the 4% range. So if you're worried about interest rates, don't worry about it here with Drees. If you're looking here in this area or anywhere in the DFW Metroplex, I would love to connect with you. So please don't be shy. Give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. I would love to help you and your family make a smooth move to Dallas. Hope to see you around town, and make sure to check out that Drees custom home, model home right here.